IGN finally gave us a good amount of new stuff. The deep customization, we finally got it. And holy shit, is Forza changing the game. Man, if you want to watch the full video, I'll link the IGN video down below. It's 25 minutes long. Highly suggest you check it out. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to gloss over a few of the things and then get straight into the garage customization. Holy shit. It's a million times better than what we were expecting. I'll just say that. All right. So first thing, they go over like Forza Edition cars, a lot of details like for the Miata. They show somewhere like in here, they extended the firewall in there, you know, to because obviously it's a V10 and stuff. So like details like that. They've got like a luminescence rainbow effect on like the headlights. They changed some like textures around. They show some Forza Aero. Let's see here. Like you can change
more neutral, or it really pops and complements
the color
you've got.
of,
and the same
like,
is true for the rear wing. You can customize the end plates,
all that
bright
stuff.
color complementary to the car.
Another thing, each car, Forza Aero now, it's not just one piece. Like it actually is molded to fit the car. Like if it's a splitter, now the splitter is kind of molded to the body lines of the car now. So that's cool. Kind of just a bunch of little things like that here and there. Yeah, outside of that, I'd advise just to go check it out. You know what I mean? Like this thing's crazy. It's so fucking crazy, dude.
Space frame, but it's got a front-mounted turbo. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, check out the video to just really see. They show off the RX-3.
It's more about just cruising, making cool noises.
Our studio is incredible because
what I like is they talk about making it period correct. And when I had my R33, it's a 1994. I always tried to get parts that made it period correct. I tried to get HKS parts or like anything from that year or from around that year to keep it period correct like it was. So hearing them say that about this game based in Japan, getting really excited. Let's go to the garage because, man, I'll just let them talk about it, okay? And then we'll talk about it after it's done. It's probably be 5 minutes of watching here, but holy shit, dude.
Store them in. There are 8 houses in Forza Horizon 6 customized to garages you store them in. There are 8 houses in Forza Horizon 6 that players will be able to buy, and each one has a garage. When you pull up to houses, you will load into the garage, so no more painting your cars on the driveway. As you progress through the campaign, you'll unlock the ability to store multiple...
Look at this. Prop limits at 79%. Prop selected. I don't know if that's 100 max and then each one's 1% or, you know, it depends. But I will say before we get there, you can save your garage layout and then other people can download it. So if you can browse garages and just download a garage layout that somebody made that you like. Fucking crazy. Anyway, let's
cars in your garage, one of which will be your current car with full Forza Vista functionality.
You can twist, rotate, place your car. It's not just like, here's the garage. You play, like when we saw, it was like the 4, it was like the Supra, the Chaser, and there's something else just all lined up. You can take them and you can position them however you want in your garage. You can take these bins on this table here and you can sit them on the floor. You can turn them and spin them. It said you can clip items through halfway through the floor or into the ceiling and make like a completely like superhero layer if you wanted to. Like you're not just limited to like, oh, this goes here. Like think of like test drive, right? We've been waiting for houses and customization like this and test drive, but it's going to be like you can put a couch here, you can put a TV here, and then your car goes here in the garage. Not Forza, dude. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and this is fucking crazy. Anyway, we'll just watch it. It's just insane, dude.
And the others will be static models. I'm immediately taken by how much they remind me of digital versions of
like this. Like right here, we just thought, okay, we'll get the garage, we can, you know, change whatever, maybe a preset layout, and then the cars just go here. Nah, you can take each car and you could like put objects around it. Like if you want to make like a working garage, you can just like stack shit all next to the cars and shit, like in between them. Oh man.
Cast car dioramas, and the team explains they were inspired by the things players had begun to do with Forza Horizon 5's creator tools, building backdrops to show off their cars in certain ways.
I think the real inspiration goes towards that whole car culture thing of being able to not only build your cars and customize them, but also have somewhere to show them off, as in like you would in real life. And I think that was really what we were trying for when we were looking into like the design for this and how we can make that available to the players. Was thinking, okay, we know they have cool cars, they have ways of making the cars look cool.
Copy
How can we make it so they also have a space,
move wherever you want,
like those diecast, where they can show them in a specific way, play around themes, play around looks, and have that ability to like update that, you know, alongside their vehicles. I think that was the main thing we were trying to think about, was like, all right, if I'm the player, what's the best way?
Now they do talk about some things they had to cut that they just couldn't implement, like adding windows to the garage and stuff like that, because they were like, well, what happens when it's nighttime? What happens when it's snowing outside? And like having to be able to force the engine to render that and render different weather effects and stuff like that. It was just, they said it was too much. So it sounds like it's something that they want to implement as the game, you know, goes to its lifespan. Holy shit, dude.
To do that, what tools we have available? What could we create for them to, you know, create that space?
Yeah. It's something that we know players do, right? I mean, we talked about this, the kind of journey that we've been on with Horizon 3 and players deciding that certain houses belonged to them, and then in 4 we implemented the houses feature. Horizon 5 we built Event Lab, we built Event Lab Island, and as you said, right, we wanted to deliver on something we know that fans have asked for many times: customizable houses when. So looking to find a way to kind of bring that really powerful, robust tool set that we tested out, that we knew could do all of these things, that we knew players were using to do this insofar as they could, and then actually turning it into a curated building experience with as much freedom as possible, like allowing you to clip things through walls and sink things into the ground and really be as...
Imagine, I mean, this is like, if anybody plays World of Warcraft, they just did added housing to Midnight. And the girlfriend plays a lot of Final Fantasy 14 housing and like builds houses and decorates. And the one thing that is just way better with WoW housing now is the fact that you can take an object, you can scale it, you can shrink it, you can rotate it, you can clip it inside of things, you can like do whatever you want. In Final Fantasy, if you had an app, there was a glitches you could do, but pretty much you could just place it, kind of spin it, and that was it, right? Forza is doing the same thing. You can take objects, you can clip it into the ground. What, like, they literally are gonna let you just do whatever you want and just make the craziest garages. And like, this is just blowing my mind. It's not like they were like, okay, here you go, you can place your cars in this layout, and then here's some presets. Like, that's what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be basic, but this is just on a whole nother level. So let's hear him say that again, because that's crazy.
Building experience with as much freedom as possible, like allowing you to clip things through walls and sink things into the ground and really be as free as possible with where you place your car. So you can make something that looks like a garage, or you can make something that looks like the superhero lair, if that's your vibe.
User creator.
Here, recommended garage list, trending, feature, best of the month, popular, new and trend, favorite creator, my favorites. So like I said, you can literally just browse garages. If you don't want to make your own, be like, this one's sick, I want to use this one.
Content in Forza Horizon game.
I didn't think this was going to be a thing. I'm going to be honest. Like, I know a lot of people have been commenting, oh, rip TDU SC is going to be dead. It's already been dead. But the fact that you will have this insane amount of customization and just freedom to building your garage, when TDUSC finally gives us houses and garages, it's after playing Forza Horizon 6, TDU is gonna feel like a game from 1993. It's not gonna have any of these features, and it's dead. It's dead. Nobody's gonna fucking care. It's just not gonna be the same.
And they'll be shareable with the community, have share codes, and be able to be browsed and downloaded.
yes, I absolutely anticipate that it will be a small number of players who make the wild things that you see in games like this. But then I look at other games that have building mechanics in them, and the creativity it unlocks lifts the community, but it also inspires the community. It's like, oh wow, I can't make, I know, the inside of a medieval dungeon with my cars in it or something, but maybe I can mess around with it a little bit. Maybe I can get on that journey to move forward. So yes, it's catering to a specific, very creative group of people, but ultimately, I hope that more people will engage with it, more people will try it out.
Oh, I'm sure
the
they will.
only thing they do is like put down an extra locator, fine.
Yeah, I think 1000%, like that's this niche of players that we know and know, like have enjoyed those similar features or features that in some aspect shared what the garage does in previous games, previous Horizon games. But I think we also have to keep in mind that we've designed these features and implemented them on a whole side.
I remember I just showed going in the menu and setting display car 1 to that locator they just put, and now this Honda Civic is now in that spot that they put. Like, it's that easy.
We know there is like this smaller fraction of players that build, but we also know that there's still this huge chunk of our players that enjoy and consume, right?
And if you notice, like, his character took up a big circle. I don't know if I would put my character standing in there, but it's an option.
The fruit of the creativity of those master builders, right? And I think Garage also has that, and that's...
So you got edit name, description tags, edit poster. It shows them taking the picture. We'll get to that. 2-car garage. Yeah, man.
Something we really want to lean onto is the whole aspect of, sure, I could be a player that loves, you know, the idea of that, but not necessarily has the time to sink into, you know, building my own layout or familiarizing myself with the tool. But due to how the feature is done and how we want it to be, it's going to be fairly easy to, you know, pick up a pretty cool, pretty unique
just a couple of button presses,
exactly.
And then you're browsing them.
And it's now
visitor permission. So you can actually close it off, or you can have people, I guess if your friends are in your world or something, they can just come to your house and come in your garage with you. Shit, man. I really want to know how we know how like Daikoku and the parking areas work. We don't know if you can walk around, but you can browse other people's cars and stuff. This game is going to be too good.
yours in a way that you'll be able to pick, you know, what cars you show in there, but that layout would have been made by someone else, so you won't be able to edit it directly, but you'll be able to pick and place your own cars as if it was your own garage, right? You found a contractor that built it for yourself, and then you just had your cool cars shown in there.
While the team explains players will be afforded a lot of freedom in terms of placing objects, with clipping and kludging all permitted for people to achieve the precise look they're after, we won't be able to place vinyls in the space. However, perfect is the enemy of good, and sometimes compromises need to be made to get new functionality.
So they said, like, that's one of the things, like I said, that was like cut. Like I guess we're looking at adding vinyls, like you could put a vinyl on the back of your, you know, garage door here or on the walls and stuff like that, which, you know, it's fine. I'm sure they're going to add stuff to it, add props as it goes along, you know?
Like this completed.
I think we've made compromises to the bone on the original ideas that we had. There was a version of it where every house had a different floor plan. There was a version of it where there were windows in it. But kind of talk about these as next tier problems, right? If there's a window outside, what happens when it's nighttime? What happens when it's winter? What happens if a car drives past, right? All of those become really difficult to answer. And we really wanted these features to ship in the game. So we kind of made the decisions. Every time we had to make a scoping decision, it was, can we still keep the core of this, which is, I can make it, for me, it was, can I have my brutalist architectural living room with a 911 parked next to it?
You got motorcycles, you got this V8 table, you know, they put these neon strips in with the little shrubbery. Like, this looks cool as shit.
My sofa, can I still make that? Yes. Okay. We're still good.
Check out our full write-up on Forza Horizon 6's new customization options on IGN, and tune in next week for a first look at Forza Horizon 6's new rush events.
The next week is rush events. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to show that. If you haven't seen it, go check out the video. But garages are way crazier than I thought they were going to be. Like this is a game changer. This is going to make Forza Horizon the best racing game. I mean, the fact that you can customize your garage, glitch items, put whatever you want, make it how it's like I said, like I've already talked about, like it's not just like here's your garage, here's some spaces that are pre-made, it's just going to look like this is a default layout, there'll be a few different layouts. No, like you change everything. This is crazy. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on this down below, and holy shit, man, I'm hyped. Anyway, you boys know the drill. See you on the next one.